and welcome to Pakistan Today from our Islamabad studio. I'm Chris Taylor. Pakistan's Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi has arrived in Tehran for high-level meetings with Iranian leadership amid ongoing diplomatic efforts surrounding the United States-Iran peace talks. Officials say the discussions will focus on recent developments in indirect negotiations as well as broader regional security concerns. Pakistan continues to position itself as a supporter of dialogue and regional stability during a period of heightened tensions in the Middle East. Meanwhile, Islamabad also condemned recent drone attacks targeting nuclear facilities in the UAE and Saudi Arabia during a session of the United Nations Security Council. Pakistan's Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar says Islamabad remained in close coordination with China during the recent conflict involving the United States, Iran, and Israel. Addressing the Senate, Dar stated that Pakistan and China jointly proposed a 5-point peace initiative for the Middle East, which has received support from dozens of countries. He also announced that Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif is scheduled to visit China from May 23rd to 26th for talks focusing on the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor and wider bilateral cooperation. For more on Pakistan's diplomatic outreach and regional coordination, we go to our Islamabad correspondent, Sarah William.
Thank you, Chris. Officials here in Islamabad say Pakistan is intensifying diplomatic engagement with key regional and global partners as tensions continue to impact Middle East stability. Sources indicate that upcoming meetings between Pakistani and Chinese leadership will focus not only on economic cooperation, but also on coordinated peace efforts and regional security challenges. Diplomatic circles view Mohsin Naqvi's Tehran visit as part of Islamabad's broader strategy to maintain balanced relations across the region. Analysts also say Pakistan is attempting to strengthen its international role as a mediator, supporting dialogue over confrontation. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you, Sarah William. In another major development, the 16th meeting of the Russia-Pakistan Consultative Group on Strategic Stability has been held in Moscow. The talks were co-chaired by Pakistan's Additional Secretary Tahir Hussein Andrabi and Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov. Both countries exchanged views on global security, arms control, disarmament, and non-proliferation issues. Officials confirmed that Pakistan and Russia agreed to continue coordination at international forums, while the next round of talks is expected to take place in Islamabad next year. Pakistan has also resumed offshore oil and gas exploration after nearly 2 decades in an effort to reduce dependence on imported fuel and strengthen domestic energy production. Petroleum Minister Ali Pervez Malik announced that the government has approved 23 offshore blocks in the Indus and Makran basins under Offshore Bid Round 2025. According to the Petroleum Ministry, $82 million will be invested during the initial phase, while total investment could eventually approach $1 billion if drilling operations move forward. Officials say the initiative represents an important step toward restoring investor confidence in Pakistan's offshore energy sector. Meanwhile, the government has signaled major reforms in electricity tariffs and the structure of state-run power distribution companies as part of its broader privatization agenda. Authorities are offering stakes in Faisalabad Electric Supply Company, Gujranwala Electric Power Company, and Islamabad Electric Supply Company to local and international investors. Officials say the reforms are backed by the International Monetary Fund program and are intended to improve efficiency, reduce circular debt, and attract greater private sector participation in the power sector. On the international front, Russia and China have warned that the world risks sliding back into what they described as the law of the jungle. In a joint declaration issued during talks in Beijing, Presidents Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping said global peace faces serious new threats. The two leaders emphasized stronger strategic cooperation and called for a more balanced and just international system. They also criticized attempts by certain countries to dominate global affairs and restrict the sovereign development of other nations. And finally, uncertainty continues to surround the future leadership of Pakistan's Test cricket team following the national side's disappointing series defeat against Bangladesh. Reports suggest Test captain Shan Masood is considering stepping down after Pakistan suffered a 2-0 series loss. According to sources, Masood may submit his resignation to the Pakistan Cricket Board upon his return home. Since being appointed Test captain in December 2023, he has led Pakistan in 16 matches, securing only 4 victories. The latest defeat has intensified criticism and further weakened Pakistan's standing in the ICC World Test Championship rankings. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today. I'm Chris Taylor.